great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Well, guys, down here on the field before the game, it is absolutely insane. These Ole Miss fans are letting Lane Kiffin know just how angry they are that he left to take the LSU job. Now he brings his Tigers back into the Ole Miss Stadium, and it is hectic. There's a lot of noise, a lot of excitement, and a lot of energy down here. Not all of it is positive being directed at Lane Kiffin. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Durham. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Handoff, Caden Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Ole Miss! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll start the return in. They got him in the end zone for a safety. Just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Running inside, it's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Lacy.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires it down the seam. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Here's a give to Durham. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen in the last couple weeks.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. On the run, it's Lacy. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Finding some room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Blevin. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play. 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cunningham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Throwing on the run. Got his man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Delayed handoff. It's Lacy. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Bringing it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Coming out with it, it's Cunningham. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks. But
snags it and he's open. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking for space, it's Lacy. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved. And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
Man, I love what Reese says. Like, cheating, yeah. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Yeah, and in 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass it. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now, it's decision time.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That slices the lead to 2.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Levin. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to fire to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's Durham. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Nice pickup on the... But more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He'll start this drive going to the air. Rushes on him. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
That's caught. It's Lacy. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They boot it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on fourth down. And they'll just down it right there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. That ball came out a little late, and it was almost picked off.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He rifles one deep to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 4 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Hurricanes coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Let's now take a look at top 25 action.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback may change this route. And back to the air on second down. He's got it! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Rebels peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Cunningham. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you Gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Pressure coming. Got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Here's a give to Durham. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long, as we've got a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. To the air, it's Levitt. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Breaks the tackle. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Odom. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Quarterback making adjustments. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. That's caught. It's caught. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Right down the middle. Makes the grab, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Handoff, Caden Durham. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Caden Durham again. Still running at the 35. There's a crease. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cunningham. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got...
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Making side adjustments here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Ready, stay on.
Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. Breaks free. He's at the touchdown, Rebels. They move on top here in the 4th. The Rebels surge back on top.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Makes the grab, it's Thomas. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting to TFL.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him. And they've really featured this guy today.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's a give to Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Under fire. Trying to get away. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing on the kick.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Levitt. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game. Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Gets the daily double. They win the Magnolia Bowl and beat LSU. And as always, they take victory in the tailgate. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.